morning. Now you will find on some of the videos that you hear a wind noise. Unfortunately that's because of the area we live in. We're on top of a hill and we will get a lot of wind noise. On my last video I showed you this little box for filming the birds. It worked okay, but what I want to do now is move the bird box much closer to the feeder, let the birds get used to it, and then I can film the birds much closer. Well, that's my plan anyway. And getting closer produced much better results. As you can see now, you can see the birds feeding much closer, and we really like that. That's excellent. First spring onions of the year. Second little frog I found now. This one in the greenhouse. Lovely little thing. Now I'm just going to do a quick seed box review of the plants that I think I should be planting shortly and the things that don't need planting. I've done the review now and I've put all the ones back that don't need planting, and these are the ones that I've decided I'm going to be putting in today. Had some spring onions last night, they were absolutely gorgeous, so I'm going to put some more of those in. Radish, I've got some small ones coming through at the moment, but obviously we like to keep things going, keep planting all the way through the season, and I'm going to put another courgette in so we can get a late courgette hopefully. Just putting a single seed in the pot, confident that this will germinate. And since I've got the compost down here, I've decided I'm not going to be planting the onions today, but I am going to be planting the radish. There's a tiny radish coming through, so I'm going to pop a row in just to the side of them. That's got the next row in. Okay, so 365, okay, little and often, so we've always got a follow-on crop. Apart from later potatoes, those are now for storing, so I'm planting them so that they're all ready before the frosts. There's enough there for some more elderflower champagne. Just had a little scratch in the potatoes and found that. Now that size, they are delicious. So we're going to have a little play. Let's see what else we've got in here. Now to do this with the top, you have to get them out. Okay. Oh, keep coming out. Probably not as small, I don't know. We'll let you know when we've cleared them out what we got. And we got them. Okay, possibly enough for one, maybe 1.5 meals, maybe even 2. Really pleased with them. New potatoes. New potatoes, 40. New potatoes, 40. New potatoes, 40. New potatoes, 40. Claire, have you remembered the mint?
Yes!
New potatoes out of the garden, salad out of the garden, and chicken from Aldi's. Here's to the new potatoes. Cheers. And starting in the new set aside area, okay, we've got poppies coming, walking up. The grass isn't mown in this area at all. Lone foxglove, however there is plenty more up here. So the foxglove's growing in the hedge. Really deep. I don't know what colour that is. Red purple coloured poppy. Okay, in the area where the horseradish is, moving up, more poppies, and they are beautiful. The foxgloves, more horseradish, heading right up to the top, and a foxglove area over there, and underneath the big cherry tree. Mentioned these on the last video, wild cherries. I'm going to try one now. It's Excuse me. Lovely. The rotavator. The rotavator. The rotavator. The rotavator. The rotavator. The rotavator. Broody duck is off the nest. She comes off the nest sometimes, but not for too long, and then goes back and sits again. As usual, she's covered all the eggs up before she's gone out. And back she goes. Is she going in? Yeah, back into her eggs. And Broody duck now is 2 weeks in, and she's got 2 more weeks until hopefully we see the first of the newborn ducklings. There's lots of talk about mental health at the moment, okay, and how to combat it. Okay, I come outside and I see that there's the first of this year's water lilies, and they look absolutely beautiful, and buds there for some more to come out shortly. And the fish all up towards the top of the surface, enjoying the sun. And this is Claire's flower garden. Okay, going to move quickly here and to the other side. Okay, I'm just going to show you now how I take some of my photographs and make them look so good. Now, for example, this one, the daisy. As you can see, some dead heads on them. We don't really want to be photographing them, but that one there, right in the middle of the screen, looks great. So what I'm going to do with that now is move in there, try and eliminate the dead heads. Take the picture from there. How gorgeous does that now look? Here's some examples of some photographs I could take now. So I'm just about to plant potatoes. Now I'm not going to film me planting potatoes, you've already seen me do that. But I just want to show you this little hack before I go forward. Now that will produce so many potatoes. But if I split them, that will produce twice as many potatoes. But you need to have at least a shoot on each one to do that. Okay, my piece of advice is cut them in half the day before you plant them, and that saves the chance of the potatoes possibly rotting within the first few days. Okay, how to double your yield of potatoes. Cut them in half. And just to show you the other example, that's only got one shoot on. That's not a great one to cut in half. It might work, it might not, but it's best to get them with shoots on.
Hot potato, hot potato. Hot potato, hot potato. Hot potato, hot potato. Potato, 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 potato.
Now that concludes this year's potato plantings. So what am I going to do with these 4 that I've got left over? And I've actually calculated that I am going to have a few left over. And these are the ones that I'm going to plant late August, early September, in pots inside in the greenhouse. And hopefully these 4 potatoes will produce me a Christmas dinner of new potatoes. Okay, whether it'll work or not, I haven't got a clue. And if anybody wants to join in the experiment with me, save yourself a few potatoes. I've got 4, okay, and I will tell you later in the year, okay, when I'm going to plant them. You can plant them with me. Okay, you can be as mad as me, and we'll see if we get Christmas potatoes or not. and I have got a backup plan as well anyway, so I will be eating new potatoes out of the garden this Christmas dinner. We've had a lot of potatoes on the video so far, and anybody would think potatoes were the plant of the week, but that was tomatoes. And voting for next week's plant of the week is already open, and we'll be closing at end of play Saturday night. Currently roses are winning, and if you don't want roses, get voting for what you want. Okay, remember, voting closes Saturday night. I'm going to give this a go today. Something recommended by Steve Paskin on one of the Gardening 365s. Okay, and it was to mix, boil. Going to give this a try today. It's something that Steve Paskin recommended on one of the Gardening 365 Facebook posts. And basically what it is garlic, crushed garlic in boiled water and then cooled. Put in a sprayer and spray it over any bugs and stuff. I'm going to try it on the Paulie cherry tree, and I'm going to put it on the broad beans as well. I'm going to see how it works. When I was walking around the beans, I found them. Whee! Okay, 2 or 3 weeks maybe we'll have beans. I know a lot of people are already picking them, but again, we're way behind on everything. Also going to give it a try on the carrots as well. See if I can prevent carrot fly. We've never had carrot fly yet. I really don't want carrot fly. So I'm going to put it on these. And that's it for another episode of Gardening 365. Please join me next time, and before we finish, many thanks to Sean Moss and Pat Hill for subscribing to YouTube and inviting all of their friends. You can do that too, and it would be really much appreciated. We've currently got, I've just checked my notes, only 15 subscribers to the YouTube channel, and I need you guys to subscribe. That's hopefully what this is all about. Okay, again, many thanks and enjoy the weekend. Bye.